Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have The Proud Family Louder and Prouder. This is a sequel series of sorts, very much so. Although it seems, while many things have changed, not a whole lot has. The last series took place 20 years ago, was on the air 20 years ago, like 2001, 2002, and now this one debuted in 2022, and it has pretty much most of the original cast. But if you're concerned about what happened to certain characters, or if they're not there and why, and well, those characters sort of were written out. You see them maybe for a second, certain boys who were part of the show, no longer on it. It's and you basically get a quick introduction to every single member of the family and every single one of Penny Proud's friends. And I honestly, I only watched a few episodes when we watched the original series on this Everyday Challenge series, and so I don't know the intricacies of every character on this. Maybe this character existed previously, and they're now transgender. There's a transgender character named Michael. I think. Again, I'm not that bright when it comes to these things, so I have to just make assumptions, if bad or otherwise. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they're showing a lot of diversity in this, and some of the humor in this is honestly a bit controversial, I'd say, for some people. That when it comes to race, when it comes to women's bodies, and other things like that. So you got Penny in the very first few seconds of the episode waking up, looking in the mirror, and realizing, oh crap, I've grown like a foot and a half since the last time you saw me. I now have boobs and a butt. Without saying those words, she's just like, wow, basically, and yeah. So the excitement. She's 14 now. I don't know how old she was in the previous series, but I imagine she just grew up like that and treating it as if no time has passed between the two series. The animation has improved greatly. I mean, it was good for its time and had a certain very distinct style, but this what they can do now with hand-drawn animation and computer animation. They don't go out of their way to create three-dimensional cars moving through the shots to make things more interesting or fun, like they do with some cartoons. This is very much a family series, but the detail, the layering between the backgrounds and the characters, there's a lot more depth to it. There's a lot more color. There's a lot more style to it. Still within the look and feel of the original show. So it's not jarring, but you'll notice the quality of it. It's cleaner, it's brighter than the previous one. But of course, again, a lot of the old stuff, honestly, was probably kept on digital tape for all these years, like tape, not like a hard digital file. I honestly don't know. So sometimes when these things get transferred over into modern times and they show up on a digital streaming service, it doesn't always turn out looking very good, especially some really, really old stuff. So it takes a lot of work, and sometimes they just don't bother. But the original looks good. This looks even better. Again, like I said, pretty much all the original cast is back. Kyla Pratt is Penny. Tommy Davidson, of course, is her dad, Oscar. Her mom Trudy is played by Paula Jai Parker. Sugar Mama is back, and she's Jo Marie Payton. And then there's La Cienega, played by Elisa Reyes. Soleil Moonfry is back as Zoe. E.J. Johnson plays Michael. Let's see. Oh, Karen Melena White is Dijonay. So it's Kevin Michael Richardson, Aries Spears. There's just a ton of recognizable names throughout this. So yeah, if you're a fan already, yeah, check this out. If you have an appreciation for fun animation and some family comedy that does seem to go a little bit further than most, but not in a crude way. Never in a way that's meant to be like dehumanizing or just perverse for the sake of being shocking or anything else. It doesn't do that at all. Yeah, there's poop jokes. Yeah, there's that. They have babies. So, and Dad's an inventor. In the very first scene, when you see him, he's inventing something he's training on his chimp assistants without cruelty. Apparently, he just keeps threatening them with no Christmas pay or holiday pay, and then the babies end up eating his. BB and Cece end up eating his thing he was making, and they just end up with a very large diaper. So that kind of humor. To me, Oscar is probably one of the funniest elements of this because he's just super hyper dad who cannot handle his little girl growing up. And while that you might get tiresome a season or two in, I don't know. I haven't watched enough of it to get tired of it still. So he's always but we've seen that of course in the movie as well. We watched that one in a previous episode here. But yeah, Penny is back, and her friends are back, and they've got all sorts of growing pains to deal with. So far, only one season is available on Disney Plus. Second season is about to be added, like it says right there. The first episode, I only watched one. It's 32 minutes long, but most of the others are under, because they don't have the constraints, I don't think, of a regular network show. These are all 27, 29 minutes long each on average, but because this is a first episode and it's introducing everything on top of moving into a storyline that shows Penny trying to make new friends with a new neighbors who have moved in, taking the place of some of our other characters you might remember from the first show. I guess rather than recasting them, it just made more sense to say, hey, you know what? Let's just start fresh, create new conflicts and struggles for Penny, and that makes sense. So yeah, it's fun, it's cute, and it sounds diminishing to call it cute, but no, I mean Penny's a hero you can root for, and her friends are always. If they're not butting heads with her, they're always supportive. But they butt heads usually for good and realistic kid reasons, because they're still kids and they're learning, and they gotta get through crap before they can learn anything. So yeah, there's lessons to be learned and things like that. It's that kind of show, but it's never like, I don't think it's really bashes you over the head with it. It makes it fun the whole time. So yeah, I really liked it. So yeah, if you love the original, of course you're already watching it, or you have already watched the first season. So yeah, give it a shot. I don't know. I think these originally air on the Disney Channel or Disney XD. I'm not sure which one. And then it makes it on its way over to Disney Plus. But I could be wrong. But yeah, it's fun. So as she's growing older, they can take even more risks, I think. And being that everybody's kind of more grown up about it. And if you, I can't say this without sounding like a total white dude. if you have, if you are part of a, oh my God, how uncomfortable am I making you? At least as uncomfortable as I'm making myself. If you're part of a black family and people of color who want to see yourself reflected in popular media, representation matters. This is another good show that does it right. How'd that work? Yeah. It's honest. I'm being honest. I'm just also trying not to sound like a complete idiot. I failed, but still, I tried. So, anyway, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
258.
258. 258. 258. Keep scrolling. Keep going back. 258. Okay. We are getting short. This is from the Launchpad series, and this one is called Let's Be Tigers. Let's Be Tigers. I don't know what that's about. I've seen it when I've looked at the other Launchpad stuff, but I didn't watch it yet. So Launchpad presents Let's Be Tigers on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.